So, back on Instagram Live, always a pleasure, never a chore. And this is a bit of an impromptu video. I was actually walking back from the gym yesterday, and I was like, this is something I don't talk about enough. Um, when it's something that really needs to be said more often. And this is why I wanted to do a video. The key to a strong, healthy, lean, and supple body for life that's free from pain and injury. And hint, it's not what you think. So obviously, talk about nutrition a lot. Yes, having a diet free from refined, processed foods, real foods, whole organic foods, that's a must if you want a healthy body. We're not just what we eat, we're also what we don't excrete. And so many people are just full of toxins and parasites and heavy metals, and that's something I'll be getting into soon as well. Be doing I'm going deep on it on the webinar. I'll be doing a masterclass on it. I'll also be talking about what binders are. Nutrition is one aspect. Another aspect is actually the physical body and the amount of movement people do. We're not meant to be a sedentary being, and today, unfortunately, people are just hell bent on trying to make their life more and more comfortable, easier and easier, and that's one way to allow your body to get to a state where it's rigid, it's weak, it's feeble, and it's going to be full of pain and rigidity. And so this is where I want to put this out to you. Start to do things that are challenging daily. I was walking back from the gym yesterday, and I always walk to the gym, I work out, and I walk back from the gym, and I got some groceries. I had a backpack, and I put it on my back, and I was like, actually, I'm just going to carry this in one hand. When it gets too tiring, I'm going to put it in the other hand because I want to challenge myself. And this is something that, I said before, if you can take that principle into the rest of your life, whatever it is, keep doing things that challenges your body, keep doing things that keeps your body guessing. It's going to go a long way to creating a healthy, strong, vital, lean body. And also the mind. I always talk about this. Aristotle made his students train with an Olympic wrestling team because he understood how much physical movement impacted the brain. It's super important for moving the lymphatic system, getting rid of toxins. But just on a base level, if you don't challenge your body, if you just literally, most people, I've said before, they go from bed to breakfast table to car or train to office back to train, back to couch, back to bed. They don't really move. And if you keep on doing that, you are going to have a body that is very stiff, very rigid. You're going to get pain because you're not moving your body like it's meant to be used. It's why I always say I started doing Pilates this year. I've done things with movement coaches, do martial arts, sport, whatever it may be for you guys, hobby, swimming, hiking, climbing, whatever it is. Keep your body guessing. Pick up something that's new. Do something that's challenging to you. If you're walking back from the supermarket or grocery store or market, whatever it is, challenge yourself to do something different. Maybe hold both bags in one hand and switch it over. Keep your body guessing. Just do things that are uncommon, but they're going to lead to your body being much healthier. Because we don't get old and rigid just because of our age. We get old and rigid because of our diet, lifestyle, and environment. And if your diet's not up to task, then that's going to be an issue. But if your lifestyle isn't one that's conducive to actually doing things like movement every day, you should be moving your body every day for at least an hour. And then you can put it into different situations. You can just do different stuff. It could be picking up rocks in the garden, moving them. I always see people, I said before, going to the gym, running on the treadmill for an hour, then driving home. And I get it, if it's dark and if it's really cold and you can't do that, fine. But during a lot of the year, you could walk to the gym or you could run to the gym, work out and run back. I love driving. One of my favourite things to do is drive, listen to music, it's therapy or a podcast. I only ever drive when it's completely necessary. Like, I will always walk to the gym, work out and walk back. Just that alone, it can be like an hour of walking, an hour of working out. And then when I'm there, I do different things. Rudolf Steiner talked about this as well. He talked about the body getting rigid over time just from not being used, and it happens to the soul as well. The soul, if you're not doing things that bring joy into the soul, that gets rigid over time. And so people lose the will to live. It's not depression, you are depressed because of it. You have depressed your life. And so this is why it's so important to, we would say, you probably heard this quote before, use it or lose it, especially as you get older. If you don't use your body, you will lose its capabilities, its functions. It's one of the things we always see people doing things for older people because it's like seen in our society as respectful. The only problem with that is you keep on doing things for older people, they lose the ability to do it themselves. So actually, making them do things is actually the more loving thing you can do. One of the best movements for anyone over any age, but especially over the age of 55, 60, is to just literally get down on the floor, lay down on the floor with your the back of the floor, straight out, and then get up again, all the way up, all the way down. Do that 10 times, then build up to 15 times or 20 times. One of the things that's linked to many bone breaks, it's not the bone, something happens, an accident, the bone breaks. It's like the bone snaps because it's not strong enough, and we know that we need to move the body, have weight bearing on it to make it stronger, as well as the right food. But that ability to get up and down off the floor is so important. It's linked to not being able to do that. It's linked to so many deaths over the age of 70, 65 actually, I think it is. So that's the message for today, guys. Go out there and keep your body moving. Doesn't matter if it's a run, if it's a walk, whatever it be, a hike or whatever you're doing, but do something different. Try and be the best generalist rather than a specialist. I've told before that specialises in one sport. If you're an athlete and you've got to do that, fine. If not, try and be the best generalist. Be able to sprint, run, jog, lift, move, climb, whatever it may be, and then pick up something new. Maybe do yoga, Pilates, bar. It's one of the things I might do. I'm going to actually have a look at and do a session of bar. I know it's going to be horrific, but it'll be great for my body. I'll be using things that I haven't used in a while. It's the same when I started to actually learn. My first mentor was actually an Olympic runner as well, and learn how to run properly. That was a whole different kettle of fish. So keeping your body guessing, super important. It's really good for your mind as well, because when you have to do things physically that you're not used to, you have to engage your mind. You have to really pay attention rather than just going through the motions. And so, yeah, whatever you're doing, try to think to yourself, well, actually, am I being lazy here? Is this too comfortable? Am I driving to the supermarket? Could I walk there? Could I walk to the shops? How am I going to keep my body moving? And I know it's one of those things that sometimes you're tired. And I get it. This is the world we live in. We're all overworked, overstressed, etc. This is why the yin principles and breath work and things like meditation are super important. But a lot of the time, once we start moving our body, we actually create that energy. So if you've ever seen a Tony Robbins seminar, he'll do things with music, he'll get the body moving, and it actually creates that energy and motion. So, message for today. Yes, food's super important, but so is moving your body in different ways that it's not used to. If you do that, you're going to build a very resilient body. Sometimes it could even just be just going for a walk longer than normal. If you usually walk for an hour, walk for an hour and a half. Maybe go and pick up rocks, carry it over your head. Do things that are just strange to most people, but it's going to keep your body guessing. If you're walking through the forest, just stop. You've got to go do some push-ups. You can do some pull-ups if you find a tree. Do some lunges, whatever it is, and then pick up a hobby that you've maybe been wanting to do for a while, but you've been maybe a little bit apprehensive, a bit scared, whatever it is. Go and do that, and the more we do that, the more we put our body in uncomfortable situations, the more it has to adapt. And it's once again, it's by the what is called hormesis. It's basically giving it a little bit of poison makes it stronger. A little bit of something that's challenging makes it stronger. It's what weight training or anything like that is. You lift a weight just to the edge of your capabilities. The body goes, oh, okay, that was challenging. I need to make more muscle, so next time that'll be easier. You do this, going to be a real game changer for you, and especially if you've got kids, etc. You want to keep up with them, keep moving, want to keep agile, supple. These things are important. I said before, we don't lose our functions because of our age. You lose them because of our diet and lifestyle. There's a guy, I'm looking to a guy called Mark Sisson. He's got something called the Daily Apple. He's 70 years old. He's got a physique better than most 20-year-old athletes. He's incredible. That's based on his diet and lifestyle and the way that he moves. And there's many people out there. Paul Check, I think he's 60 years old now. He can outlift most professional athletes. He's 60 years old. So let's start taking it away from this society. Oh, it's my play with a lot of football with a lot of guys who are like 30s, early 30s, late 20s. Like, oh, I'm getting older now. It's like, no, it's just your diet and lifestyle. Like, I'm 37. Look at Ronaldo, he's 38. It's nothing to do with your age. It's to do with how you live. So keep putting the right stuff in, keep your mind nice and clear, and keep challenging your body in different ways. And you're going to have a nice, healthy, lean, supple body that'll be pain-free. Whenever you get pain, it's telling you that something's out of balance. So if you need to get assessed, etc., that's fine. Many people, sweating here, it's so hot. Many people have had long-term injuries, which means you might have an issue with your knee, but actually it's something that's been wrong with your hip that's caused you to walk funny, and that's putting pressure on the knee. So if that's the case, and go and get assessed. There's many good chiropractors, physios out there, Matsu practitioners. Check level 3 or 4 practitioners, I would advise. And also, obviously, this advice only pertains to people that are healthy enough to move. If you're not in that stage where you're healthy enough to push your body, then working in and giving it the rest and attention it needs, that's fine. But once you're at that stage where you can start to, push your body beyond its boundaries, and then start to do that and make it something you add into your day-to-day life. That's how you're going to be able to create a body you love. Okay, lots of love, guys. If you need any help with this, as you know, send me a DM here or send me an email at ryan@reviveyourself.co. Our Total Health Revival course covers everything when it comes to health, and also I've got some really powerful masterclasses coming out soon, as well as this webinar I'm working on. But otherwise, lots of love. Speak to you soon. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye bye.